Space and Galaxy Facts. Being a space enthusiast, you might think you know plenty about space and the galaxy, but there's still much to be explored or understood. The vast space we all know has 8, once 9, planets. However, billions of stars and galaxies in our solar system have not been thoroughly examined, and scientists are working day and night to explore more. On the other hand, some fascinating facts have already been discovered, but I'm sure you are still unaware of them. The fun thing is, these facts are so stellar and mysterious that you'll jump out of your seat to say, "Wow, these things are literally out of this world!" So hello everybody, you are watching Space and Galaxy Facts, and today we are counting down the top 7 space and galaxy facts that will rock your world. With this list, we will look at some of the most unique and weird facts, some of which are just as amazing as space itself. Here are the 7 coolest of the bunch, ranging from the shape of the moon to space temperature. Don't miss the 5th one. So, let's jump straight into it. Space is completely silent. Did you know space is completely silent? It's because there's no atmosphere in space, so the sound doesn't have a medium or path to travel through. Since there is no air to carry sound into space, nothing can break the silence of interstellar space, and even your screams will go unheard in the vastness of the universe. On the other hand, planets with atmospheres and air pressure allow sound to travel, which is why there is so much background noise on Earth and probably on other planets. However, the interesting fact, which most of the fact tellers won't tell you, is that although the silence of space is deafening, it's not entirely silent. While it's true that sound waves can't traverse space, there are tiny zones where sound can exist under the right circumstances. The shape of the moon is just like a lemon. In spite of how it appears when seen against the backdrop of the night sky, our natural satellite is not even close to being round. Although it might look like a sphere to you, scientists have declared that the moon takes the form of a lemon, with its poles being more or less flattened and bulging on both the near and far sides of its equator. Were you aware of it? I'm sure not, but the truth does not stop there. Let's hear more. According to popular belief, unusual shapes like this were once formed as a result of the Earth's tidal tug shortly after its formation. However, that's not true either. Getting more curious to know how the moon got its unusual shape? Wait, we have the answer. But before we go any further, make sure to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you get notifications of more amazing facts delivered directly to your inbox. So, returning to the question, how did the moon get the unusual lemon shape? To unravel this mystery, a researcher from the University of California, Santa Cruz named Garrick Bethel conducted massive research and explained the transformation. According to him, the shifting in the shape of the moon took place back when the moon was primarily liquid, surrounded by a thin layer of solid rock. You can endure leaking from your spacesuit for just 2 minutes. Although films such as Total Recall depict sudden explosions and rapidly expanding spacesuits, the actual effects of space exposure are less severe than those shown in these films. If such a situation arises in space, you might be able to get through the next few minutes, but the sight would be highly unpleasant. It is because you would pass out after around 10 seconds and be rendered unconscious. Your blood and other body fluids, like the moisture on your tongue, would boil because of the low pressure of the vacuum. However, the boiling itself would not kill you because our blood vessels exert a certain pressure. However, the gas bubbles would form in the fluid of your body, which would result in your body becoming bloated and swollen. Because there is very little moisture in the air and space, you would lose body heat very quickly, and the moisture in your eyes would freeze. It would take 1 to 2 minutes for the shortage of oxygen to prove fatal. The stress of the situation may make these symptoms even more severe. You'll run out of oxygen much more quickly. Your lungs, eardrums, and sinuses would hurt, and your soft tissues would bruise and bleed if you were decompressed too quickly. That's horrifying, isn't it? But to calm things down, let me share an interesting fact about the spacesuit used by astronauts. The cost of a complete NASA spacesuit is $12 million. The suit astronauts wear during their mission costs a massive $12 million, and 70% of the total cost is just for the backpack and control module. However, the more exciting thing is that the suit that NASA is using for space missions were built back in 1974, and if these were to be valued by today's standards, it is estimated they would cost a whopping $150 million. The footprints left by the Apollo astronauts are expected to last for at least 100 million years. Remember the Apollo mission? Yeah, exactly. The mission that landed a human on the moon for the first time. During that mission, the commander, Neil Armstrong, and the pilot, Edwin, became the first humans to touch the land of the moon. But that's not an interesting fact. The exciting thing is that the footprints they left on the surface of the moon don't seem to be disappearing anytime soon. And as per scientific estimates, it will probably take at least 100 million years to disappear. Wondering why? Well, let me tell you. The moon doesn't have an atmosphere, and there's no sign of any water or wind. Besides this, the moon's rocks erode at a pace of 0.04 inches every 1 million years, and that's why their footprints, rover prints, spacecraft prints, and other discarded objects will remain on the moon for a very long time. Not only Earth, but space is also becoming the house of junk. Did you know that just like our Earth, space is full of junk too? According to a space surveillance network, there are currently 23,000 objects in space, and the debris that fills space includes used rocket parts and dead satellites. The worrying thing is that these objects are orbiting around the Earth at a speed of 175,000 miles per hour, which is 10 times faster than the speed of light. Space is cold, but can get pretty hot too. Here is the last fact, but surely not the least. Space is known as the coldest place, and rightly so, as its temperatures can drop down to negative 455 degrees Fahrenheit. However, space is a toasty 250 degrees Fahrenheit if you're orbiting close to Earth in the sunshine. That's why astronauts use white spacesuits to reflect the heat they experience in orbit. If you've made it this far, please let us know in the comments. Which one did you like the most? Please leave a like and subscribe to the Space and Galaxy Facts. Thanks for watching.